Hey guys, this is Red Silvers and welcome back to Let's Play The Guardian Legend. Today we are going to get the items in Area 6, starting with our enemy eraser room here. Come on, be nice and give me more enemy erasers. Well, I could hope. So, if you remember last time we went north of here and got a defense boost. Down here, just hanging out, we'll find our spider buddy. And here we actually have another bullet shield upgrade, or bullet shot upgrade. However, because of the pickups we've already gotten, it's already maxed out at air level 3, so that does not actually give us an upgrade. If you remember, that's because we bought one of the upgrades from the store. However, getting something like that does give you a little bit of help and chips, so it does still have a benefit. And here we're going to have the ultimate bouncy ball party room. North of here is where we got the fireball. We're going to immediately not get stuck on an arrow. Work our way down here. I love the speed boost upgrade. It's amazing how helpful that is. And here we're going to have another enemy eraser room. So first thing, let's kill the guys that we can kill. And let those guys build up a bit. And we'll get a bunch of pickups. Here we have another enemy eraser. So we're now at 103. So we have a nice little stash of them. The max you can have of those is 225. For the same reasons that The Legend of Zelda's wallet was maxed out at that amount. We're going to sneak around this way. We're going to save our enemy erasers this time around, because we don't really need to worry about it. And this red wall kind of is designed just to make you back around a bunch. So we'll just ignore that for now. Here we have an arrow we're going to ignore for now. That guy's kind of hurting a lot, actually. That's okay, though. I'm going to duck down here for boss time. And it's not anybody we haven't seen. In fact, we're going to take him out really quick. And our reward is a red lander. It's going to top off our health entirely and put our chips at 1200. So that is pretty useful. Here we have the entrance to the corridor. We're not actually going to go in there yet. We're going to cut through the other side here. And in an odd little twist, come back here. We'll ignore this item for now. But here we have a shop. And again, full heal, never worth buying. The grenade we can get an upgrade for, so we're going to go with another red lander. What's interesting about this is because the red lander refills your chips, you basically get it for free as long as you've got the 600 on hand. So now we've doubled our chips up to 1600. The reason that we're not eating this is because this is a full heal item, so leaving it there just in case we need it later. And yes, even though we've gotten 2 red landers, our shot is not... we don't have a bigger spread yet. That will come a little later. The main benefit is now most of our sub-weapons have a ton of shots. As you can see, even the expensive ones. Even the massive fireball, we have 100 shots of that, so that's pretty nice. Now, by ignoring this arrow and going straight down, we can find a save room. And an interesting little note coming through here leads to Area 7. Now that lock, you'll notice on the lock there, we've got the two different locks because we had to defeat Corridor 6 to access that. So if we hadn't done Corridor 6 yet, then we wouldn't be able to go down there. But as you look at the map, you can see that there's also a hallway that leads to Area 7 from the central hub, as well as the shop that we went to get that red lantern back to the hub. So, kind of an interesting way they've got it connected there. But since we've talked to our lander buddy and saved our spot there, we're going to go ahead and head into Corridor 16. Now, there's actually a bug in this corridor that stops enemies from spawning toward the later half, instead of getting the required amount where they were going to throw a bunch at you. Here's a new enemy, which is a happy hopping robot that shoots lasers. Before we get some of our familiar friends like the pterodactyls. Again, the speed's going to make it a little tricky to get some of our upgrades. We do want to try and keep our health up, and luckily there's more of the green meteorites that have been plaguing us for a while. There's also an area that's got a little bit of a bullet hell right here coming up with these ships. And of course the opportunity is there to use the enemy eraser too. Let's get some of these guys up a little higher. Come on, give me something good. A little lower on health than I would like. Come on, give me a good upgrade there. Have the return of the wheels here. And as you can see, like, here's this dead area. You get a couple enemies right at the start, and then nothing. And I really don't like my health being so low. Especially for this boss. Because holy fuck, it's another Optimon. Now the fireball here does destroy the seaweed. But like other Optimons, you can't get any health pickups, and he does a lot of damage. So I'm just going to kind of hang out on one side here, so I can throw the fireball and destroy the seaweed as it comes at me. But still a very tricky fight. And I'm like a hit away from death here. I don't like that at all. I already had one boss fight I posted on YouTube today of me being a hit away from death. It also destroys his little bullets, but without giving you any pickups, unfortunately. Come on. Very nice. And that's exactly why we left that full heal. And with that, we do not have to see Optimon again for quite some time. And here's a little interesting note for you. There's a ROM hack of this game called the Guardian Legends Secret Edition, which I've never played. I've just kind of seen glimpses of it. They actually make you fight that red Optimon in this type of stage. Anyway, let's ignore the ROM hack for a bit. Here we have an upgrade to our side wave, putting that to level 3. So we now have 2 weapons completely maxed out. And this is easily our most expensive weapon right now at 40 chips. But hey, that's why we got a ton of Red Lander upgrades just now. And just like that, our chips are topped off. But isn't it crazy to see that we can only fire 40 shots of this, whereas other weapons we've got 255, 228. Never been so happy to see a regeneration in my life. We'll cut through the shop. And here's where we come out, at the E symbol. So if we were still low on chips, we'd go over to that one room and top up. But since we don't need to, we'll just go ahead and duck into the nearest save point, which is right here. Set our weapon in no use, and get our password. So we are 60% of the way through this game, you guys. So until next time, this has been Red Silvers. Have yourself a good night.